Hey, this is Pritesh and I'm back with another interesting video, and this is another Higgsfield tutorial where I will be sharing the behind the scenes, the step-by-step process, how I created this particular video which is about help Astra set free, and it already got 1300 views plus within one day. So I will share how exactly I came up with the concept, how I exactly generated the video, and let's get started. So initially I already knew about some concept, what exactly I'm looking for. It's just the way how I would like to present it in front of the audience, because we need to look at a lot of things like timings, frames, what exactly will be the dialogues and everything. So that needs to be taken help from AI. But the ideation part, the exact concept, I already shared that with ChatGPT and it already helped me with the rest of the things. So I will just quickly walk you through how the process looked like. So initially I just shared what I wanted, and now the second chat, this is about I need image generation prompt. So probably you already know from my previous video. If you already didn't watch that video, I would recommend to check that out first, because that's about fundamentals of Higgsfield. But for this video, so I already mentioned to ChatGPT that I want the image generation prompts so that I can generate images first, because you probably know that images are the first frames that we use while generating AI videos. So it just helped me with some prompts for the overall images. And once I got the images, I asked it to create video prompts. So before I messaged this, I came to Higgsfield and I generated multiple images. So if you see, this was my first image. What I did, I simply shared the logo of our product, Astra. And I simply, like, this is a very simple prompt, just stick style, 2 arms, 2 legs logo and all that stuff. And it generated 4 to 5 variations. I didn't like most of them. This was the only thing that I liked. So I just kept this and just deleted others. And this was the first frame. So now all these frames were generated, the prompts for these frames were generated by ChatGPT only. So I simply kept on creating frame by frame images. So first frame was this, like these are the variations. So I didn't like any of them. Here the eyes were missing, here it looked too bright, this kind of looked fine, but I didn't like that. This was still fine, I could use this, but I tried again. Here I didn't like the boundary, this is the one that I used. Here I didn't like the face and eyes, it just went above the Astra's A. This was very similar, so I simply skipped this. So we kind of shortlisted this particular image and started using this only as my first frame. Now coming back to ChatGPT, I again asked to create the video prompts now. And now it has all the memory, because I already trained how exactly Higgsfield works. So based on that training, it kept on giving me all the video prompts. So this is how it looked. It gave me multiple scenes, and I realized that it was not making mascot talk at all. These were very simple scene based prompts only. So I asked it to make it talk so that we can lip sync it. It looks cute, right? So that's why this was the process. And importantly, I wanted it to tell the time frames, because that was important for me. I had that restriction since I wanted to use this for an ad, for a reel based ad. I had a restriction of 15 seconds because ads only work for 15 seconds on meta ads. So I asked it to mention specific time frames for each dialogue, for each frame. So now it started giving me based on the time frame. So almost this is the final script. Within 15 seconds we have 5 to 6 dialogues, monologues I would say. Then I wanted it a bit punchy so that it can be a bit funnier as well. So it gave me the final script. And now I just went to Higgsfield. Now this is very simple. So what I did, I came over here. I already had those images generated by Higgsfield, right? We generated from here. Now I simply needed to add start frame as that particular image. That was the only thing I did. Then duration was set to 2 seconds, because every dialogue that Astra was talking about, it was 2 to 3 seconds. So I specifically mentioned that. Time frame, I was not at all caring about what speed it takes, so I just kept it as it is. Aspect ratio 9:16, because it was a real vertical format. Single shot, because it was just a store frame, nothing else, so no requirement of multi-shot angles. I kept as it is, and rest of the things I just kept, no fancy stuff. And as you can see, this was my prompt. Now this was generated by ChatGPT only. So once this was done, what I did, this is important. So if I like this particular video, I would simply say extract end frame. So what happens when you need to create an AI video, you need to use frames, and continuation has to be there. In filmmaking, it's always a continuous shot, right? So what I did, the end frame of this particular video, this has to be used at the first frame of the next footage. So I simply selected this, extract end frame, and as you can see over here, the end frame is added. Now I don't know why this is done, but I simply put it first because I want to use it as start frame. Just UI issue with Higgsfield, but always you would use the last frame of your first footage as the first frame of the second footage. Remember that. Once this is done, simply put your prompts and start generating next. So if you see, these are multiple footages for the same thing. Now this was kind of random. Now because we selected first frame as the last frame of previous footage, it kept on consistent appearance. There is no change in the appearance, right? If you don't do that, you will find different versions of the same thing. So it's a best practice to use the first frame as the last frame of previous footage. So I just kept on adding the prompts till I got the best footages, and eventually within just a few footages my whole video was kind of ready. Of course, I just downloaded all these. But the problem over here with Higgsfield particularly is that whenever you are creating videos, the voice is not consistent. As in, I am expecting that every Astra character, it should have same voice, right? It should not be changing in every footage. But when you generate AI videos, it keeps on happening. So I simply used a trick that I went to 11 Labs and used the text to speech, because my overall script was ready. So I simply kept on generating audios, played around with these settings. I already mentioned all these settings in my previous video, just watch that out. I just selected one specific voice, Evil Cartoon character, because I felt that was the most suitable voice for this particular footage and the video that we are creating. So I generated all the audios and downloaded them again, and finally I just edited the whole video, as in I just had to join all the footages that we downloaded, put this particular audio in that video, and that's it. Our entire video was ready. So yeah, that's all about this video, and let me know what you think about this particular video. And if you want to learn in depth about this overall AI video generation process using Higgsfield, just refer my previous video. That's a step-by-step tutorial, and in detail I explained a lot about filmmaking, each and every setting that you can use on Higgsfield. So that's the overall video that you can refer over there. So thanks for watching this video till the end. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care and goodbye.